months ago. It was raining. Ying and we had to go in through separate entrances. How was that?
It was fun. I just went straight in. I didn't have to wait at all.
I went all the way around. It took me like 5-10 minutes to get in. You went to the...
No problem. No line. It's the pro.
Because I got a different pass. That's why I had to go through another entrance, the green entrance, because last year we came through one entrance for everyone.
I went through the blue entrance.
Probably the express entrance. So we're waiting to see one of the pavilions right now. We'll let you know what happens.
All right, we just got some tickets to get some Bandai toys. We got to wait online for these tickets.
For a new generation of readers, along with Eduardo Risso, he created the estimable 100 Bullets, perhaps the high water mark for noir comics. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Brian Azzarello. Our next guest got his start as a letterer at DC Comics. He then moved over to Marvel and illustrated a number of notable books, including X-Men, Origin, and 1602. He came back home to DC in 2005 and has since worked on such classic books as Flashpoint, Whatever Happened to the Caped Crusader, and Damian, Son of Batman, which he also wrote. He is the penciler for DK3, and his name is Andy Kubert. This room, we get intro music for everybody. That's the greatest thing ever. All right, making his first DC Comics New York Comic Con appearance on our stage is this legend of the comic book industry. His pencil and ink work has graced such classic books as Marvel's Defenders and his 8-year legendary run on Daredevil. He also worked on The Dark Knight Returns, Batman Gothic, and basically any cool book you've read in the last 25 years. It's my esteemed pleasure to welcome to our stage the inker for DK3, Mr. Klaus Janson. And finally, this guest, his work on Batman Hush redefined the character for a new generation of readers. He collaborated with Mr. Miller on the best-selling and controversial All-Star Batman and Robin. His work on Batman Europa is coming next month. Oh yeah, he also co-founded Image, Wildstorm, and is now the co-publisher of DC Comics. Please welcome Mr. Jim Lee. Yeah! Things like the wordless 16-page panel, as you see here. And remember that on the page after this in the book, you see one of those panels with the little broken pearl necklace, an image that appears in almost every single Batman show or movie ever made now. You also see the use of talking heads. And also the innovative use of sound effects as art. Again, these are all things that at the time were groundbreaking and have now defined the language of what we all play with every day.
That was awesome. Thank you very much.
Okay, so as we said, we have some artwork to show you, but I think we should talk a little bit about, before we tease this out a little bit more and talk about how this got started.
As soon as we get out of here.
So it's 12:16 and we just got out of the Dark Knight exhibit. about the Dark Knight 3. I read the original Dark Knight. Dark Knight 2 wasn't so good. Dark Knight 3, I'm not so sure.
I don't know. They say it might be really good, so you should try it. Give it a try.
Yeah, okay, it's good to be open-minded. So we went by a booth and we got some good stuff that we're going to show you right now. You see, when Ying came in today, she got a coupon for some exclusives. One of which is this, the White Ranger Metallic Edition, exclusive to the Comic-Con. So you cannot get this anywhere else. Another exclusive is a charging set, limited edition. This will be a lot of money on eBay. We can only imagine how much this will sell for. And just for the sake of fun, we got a Doraemon toy. Also, it's a little bit bigger. You can't really see. We're not gonna take it out of the wrapping because we're gonna sell this possibly. Let me show it from here so you can see. Well, it's one piece. I'll probably put a picture in it to show you a little bit better. So we just got out of the Iron Man and the Avengers panel, and they mentioned a few things about Iron Man and the Avengers and related characters. One thing that caught my attention is that they're going to make Iron Man the key book of the Marvel Universe, as they were mentioning, because of the movies and such. So that would probably be natural, and that would make a little bit more sense. So,
Black Widow.
yeah, Black Widow's gonna get her own book once again because of the movie. So we're just gonna sit down here for a little while, take a break, because
One more thing.
yeah, what?
There's a new Hulk.
Yeah, the totally awesome Hulk.
Yeah, it's not Bruce Banner, but they'll tell you why if you get the new comic.
Totally awesome. But yeah, it's fun. Something different. Not the Incredible Hulk. Totally awesome.
Totally awesome.
So we're gonna sit here because we don't want to get too tired. That happened last year from booth to booth, so we get tired really easy. So we're just gonna take a snack break and then we'll decide what we're gonna do next. We're probably gonna look around the booths.
My name is Alex Agora. I'm the SVP of Publicity and Marketing here at Archie Comics, and I just want to take a second and give you the all-star roll call of people we have up here. To my left, the CEO and publisher, Mr. John Goldwater.
So we just got out of the Archie Forever Pavilion. Now the previous clip showed us in the way back. First, I just want to say it was more crowded than it was last year. Because last year we sat a little bit closer up, but there was a lot at the Archie booth. We talked about Afterlife a little bit and Jughead. That was actually pretty good, right? But they talked about Kevin Keller as well, and that yeah, Archie is still good. That was the 75th anniversary too. Yeah, Archie's like the same age as Superman.
Oh, is he? I don't know.
No, he's around that. 75 years, multiple generations, and it was a lot. It was a lot to see, and I'm actually glad that we went.
There's going to be a show called Riverdale.
Oh yeah, actually, I almost forgot about that. Yeah, they were saying that it would be a little bit darker, like Arrow, and I hope it doesn't kind of turn into Smallville, where it's like
It's
drama.
like a high school drama.
Yeah. So,
It's a teenager show.
so that'll be something that we can all look forward to, which is good because it gives Archie exposure.
Possibly Archie the musical.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, Ying was, she kept a whole lot of attention there, more than me. So there's still a little bit more time left, so we're gonna go look around, and then if we don't see anything, we'll give you some final thoughts. If we do go to something else, we'll let you know about that too.
The brown is actually his backyard.
This will win. This will win what?
It's like perfect size.
Got a smaller bed.
So we're just wandering around the booths, and it smells like popcorn everywhere.
Do you smell it?
We're not gonna buy because it'll cost so much money.
You are pale as a midnight sun. All right.
So actually, it's been a few days since the comic convention, and Ying and I just decided to give some final thoughts about it. We stayed until the end of the convention when the lights were being shut out, just like last time. Some of my final thoughts is that I did not really like the Comic-Con experience, or rather just the concept of being in a convention where you would have to wait online for hours to get into a booth or pavilion or a show where you might not get into.
I don't know. I love the Comic-Con convention. This time we only went one day. Aside, like last year, no, the year before we went like almost every single day. But then I love the whole convention, like the Comic-Con, all the celebrities, stars are there.
Yes, I loved it too because even though the Comic-Con happens every year, sometimes when you go there, it is once in a lifetime sort of thing. But I really was talking about it to a friend who did not go to the con, but went to the con last year when we did. And he said he loved it. He liked the whole group mentality of going from one exhibit to another, waiting on the line, and such, because When we was at the con, both years we were there. This is the year and the year before. We would go through the different booths and like be sandwiched and pushed like sardines and such. And I honestly hated it. And he said he loved it. And I was talking to Ying once. And she liked it too. Because I guess it goes with the personality, because I don't like being pushed, because it happens when you're in that sort of setting. And, you would naturally think of pushing back, but some people, okay, you're being pushed. They don't care. They're going from one exhibit to another. They're seeing one thing to another.
No, I thought you would say because you don't like it because it'll be the same thing every year. But it's not the same thing every year. Yes, the booths are always the same, but there's always something different coming out, and maybe some different shows. Is it shows or?
Yeah, shows, attractions, coming events for what might happen in the coming year for comics or television or movies or anything of the sort.
See, actually, we found out that they might do like a TV show.
Yeah, it is good because some of it is nice to see. I will admit that, but you have to weigh the pros and the cons. Okay, we're going to a convention, and when we got there, I immediately told Ying, and we immediately noticed that there were some of the exhibits we saw at the convention were literally the exact same ones we saw the year before. Nothing different. Literally, every little detail was the same.
But it's different shows. You don't have to go to. I mean, it's nice. But the best thing, 7 train goes all the way to Jacob Javits Center. That's the best part.
Yes, for people who take public transit to the convention center, it's a little bit better for them. Lastly, would you, Ying, go to the convention again? Would you want to do anything like that?
I would go again this year.
Yes, because Ying told me she's told me a few times that she knows people who go every year. And I can imagine you would go 1 or 2 years just to see what it's like, just to say, okay, I did it once in my life. But to go every year, I would not go. If anything, we were talking about it, I would consider going to a smaller convention, one that's less crowded, less well known.
Or even a bigger one in San Diego.
Yes, that would definitely be one, because I've talked to a number of people. That's basically the original convention. And if any of you listening and watching think that the video that you saw this year and the year before was crowded, San Diego, San Francisco, that area, the Western United States Comic Convention is even worse.
Yeah, but you have to kind of, I don't know how to get to it. Someone told me you have to sign up, or I don't know.
I mean, the procedure would probably be similar to the New York Comic Con. Go to the website, maybe buy a ticket, see if you get the raffle, or just refresh when you go to the website enough and hope or pray that you get the ticket. But overall, I mean, I'll never forget that first time when we got on the line to wait for a show. And we were standing on line, and my feet hurt. It's like it remembered everything from last year. Because it's like what Ying said, we did 3 days. We did
4 days.
4 days. Morning to night. Opening to closing. And it really does take a toll on your body. I mean, it's a lot to do, because you're walking, you're doing everything, and I have to admit, my morale took a little hit because, oh no, we're doing all this bloody stuff again.
I don't know. I liked it. But this year we only went once, so...
I know.
One day, I mean.
One day, but you remembered every single thing again, and I guess conventions is really something for people who like that, or more importantly, are willing to deal with that sort of thing. And in the future, yeah, I mean, if you want to do a convention, fine, but if you don't, just take it all in stride.
Should take you to an auto show.
Yes, viewers, that would definitely be something for us to see. Well, we did a comic convention. We'll definitely keep you tuned for what else we might do. Thanks for listening and thanks for watching.
Bye.